kick inside the 50. Spots up Ashgalina.
That's better there. He let out. It wasn't like their forward entries in that first half where they just bombed to the top of the square where Nerolick would have been obviously the next target. That's what they got to do. Make the Sharks defenders more accountable.
So Ashgalina, he's kicked 5 goals for the season. Now would be an opportune time for number 6 on the approach. 30 metres out. It's holding its line.
That's a goal.
It has squeezed in at the right-hand post. Perfect start and some assistance from the crowd and the commentary. Never in doubt, indeed. 5-2-32 Wyndham Suns. They reclaim the lead over Point Cook Central's 4 goals, 5-29 inside the first couple of minutes of the third term.
And exactly the start they wanted, the Suns, and it's just out of the middle again. And Tumulty, he's a strong-bodied boy, and he's got the big job on Luke Henderson when he's on ball. They're still running with a Bayer on in a corner, so a couple of hard tags from both sides.
Play back underway. Clearance going to go the way of the Suns. A few handballs. Tumulty, as Mac has just mentioned, kicks a high ball to half forward. Remark was always taken there by the Suns player Kirk. Paddles it forward to Iacone. Wrapped up in the tackle. Umpire calls
Throwing the ball.
Throwing the ball. So free kick at half back will go the way of the Sharks.
Your friend missed a couple of goals. Liam.
Yeah, that one.
So it's a 3-point lead to the Suns, their biggest lead of the afternoon, led by 1 early on in the second quarter. The kick goes out wide there, chopped off there by Foster. It's been good this afternoon for the Suns. Ball now paddled forward, still near the centre circles, now runs over the old cricket pitch there. Coming up from half-back was Henderson, couldn't take it. Lost possession now. The old Corrigan goes out wide. The mark's taken right half-back. There by Bruce. He goes to half forward, a bit too much on the kick. And the mark's been taken by Scarpino.
50, is it? 50 Willow,
50, I think, yeah.
I thought he played on.
Yeah, not sure. But 50 now. Goes in favour of the Suns.
Oh, short 50.
It's like edge of the square to edge of the square there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Let's see if they lead up the forwards again.
So Scarpino with the 50.
And he's going to bomb it in long.
Looking for options. Now,
get under that.
Nice high one. Inside 50, good luck marking it. Players flew, but not really got a real good attempt at it. Picked up there by Pullen for the Sharks. Got the handball, but it's chopped off there by Watkins. Went back to the ball direction with Banana. And that left point post is just moving unbelievably because the ball slammed straight into it. 4 points to margin now in favour of the Suns. 5-3-33 lead. Point Cook Central's 4-5-29. 4 play, third quarter.
Good tackle, run-down tackle there by Buzzertool. That's what they're going to do, lock it in their forward line.
That's what they've been able to do so far in the early stages of the third quarter. The Suns and the Sharks a little stagnant to start. 4 points down, 4.5 played third term. They use a couple of chip balls to go down the middle. Jack Brothers Schultz takes the mark.
Sergeant Schultz.
He uses it well for Pullen. Pokes the kick out wide. Henderson. Back to Schultz, who's hard running. He was collected late. No additional penalty there against Ryan, I don't think.
Now that should have been 50. And Schultz has got up
definitely,
where is
definitely found a case for it, and they tried to go through the middle. It was a dangerous ball. Camped underneath it was Corrigan. Made it work. He had 2 Suns for company. Worked it out the far side. Hand pass across to Razlog. Puts the Sharks inside 50. A chance there at the fall of the ball there was Studley. He hand passed it off to his teammate, then he was dumped over the boundary line and will be tossed in the forward pocket.
A couple of risky kicks, but it paid off in the end, Willow.
Yeah,
especially that second one. They'd have turned it over there.
That's the way they like to go at Abaye. Was in the ruck, knocked it down. A chance for Schultz, putting the pressure on. Iacone just rushes it through. A minor score, 3 points the difference. 5-3 to 4-6. The Suns aren't wasting any time bringing it out. Paul Tumulty has it. Works it down the line to Samet. Worked himself into a bit of trouble. And not holding the ball, said the umpire. The ball spilled free and over the boundary. So a lucky break there for Point Cook Centrals. It'll be a boundary throw in at the 50 of right half forward.
Good forward line pressure now by the Sharks. One of the Suns' backmen.
At the throw in, Ryan does battle in ruck with Main. The Sharks win it forward. It's an opportunity. Standing in the way, though, was Asher Kirk, claimed in the tackle. But at least he stopped the rot. Ball up 25 metres out in the right forward pocket. So Ryan and Studley do battle in the ruck. Hack kick out of defence for the Suns. Jack Gatt collects it, then they collect him. Galena goes in, tries to gain possession. It spills out towards Jesse Bruce. Hooks a kick back to full forward into a dangerous spot into some space. It's gathered there by Abaya. Works the hand pass out wide to Schultz, who swings at goal. It was never online. It never had the distance either. The Suns can repel. The mark's taken and kicked out to half-back. The bounce did not favour Norlick at all. And then it was a trip. And Edwards will take the free kick. He's a bit too far out, you would imagine. 55 metres out from goal. Pokes it short. Umpire's paid it. Smackers, you were best placed. I was a little bit blindsided. Did that hit the ground?
Did it ever? That was a half volley.
Umpire wasn't in the best place. And 50-metre penalty.
I'll concur with that bunk ball.
Yeah, if that was a cricket, you wouldn't walk, Kate.
Well, to be honest, even if it was a mark, was it 15? That's the second question I'd like to ask. But
do we have VAR here at Goddard Street?
Doesn't matter. Studley waltzes in and kicks the goal. Point Cook Central's back in front. 8 minutes gone in the third. 5-6-36 to 5-3-33. Courtesy of a bit of luck there, certainly, and a poor umpiring decision. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Oh, shit.
5-6 to 5-3.
So they've been crap today.
Yeah, what a good game of footy we got on our hands. Don't worry about the umpires. Put the whistles away, boys. Let the boys play.
Yeah, I agree.
So, margin, as it was at half-time, 3 points in favour of Point Cook Centrals. Their fifth lead change of the afternoon. As umpire's about to restart it, throws it up. Clearance goes the way of the Suns. They kick it out to centre wing. Bouncing ball there. Well done there by Moore. Well run there by Galena. Gave away the 50. Shrugs a tackle. Runs. Has a bounce. Centering ball inside 50. Looking for Kirk. But in front, the big fella narrowly takes the mark. And quickly moves on. Didn't waste any time. Passes over top to Basuttle. Marks on the goal line. Oh boy. It was unselfish, but it was dangerous. And Basuttle comes in and gets the quick reply.
He was only 20 metres out. I don't know why he didn't go back and have a shot. He very nearly stuffed it up.
Yeah, he's not a full forward, is he? Normally the full forwards don't pass it off.
But worked out in the end. That was the main thing. That
It's dangerous in the middle there, Willow. Michael Ryan again, first use out of the middle. And Galeno, geez, he's got a good set of wheels on him, hasn't he? He just took it under his...
he owed it back, didn't he?
It was a good hands, but by Luke Moore just in 2-on-1 there and just freed him up. And that's what the Sharks don't want, a kick in like that to give those two big gorillas down there.
Going by the reaction on the Wyndham Suns bench, I don't think that was a set play either. I don't think I don't think Neroluka was under instructions from the coach to dish it off.
It worked out okay in the end, and the Suns are back in front. Probably deserve it, since the last goal was a little questionable, to say the least. 6-3 to 5-6. Wyndham Suns in front. Free kick picked out from the stoppage. Not officiating umpire. It's going Wyndham Suns' way.
Obviously, they're not wired up the last. Put your whistle away, you clowns.
Michael Ryan wins the footy, gives it over towards Kirk, kicks up towards half forward. It was a good kick, looking for Galena. It just went wide of him. Gathered by Iacone. Hand passes forward to the play. Conti a chance. Souza. It spills out to the side, though. Instead, now he's more close to the boundary. Hooks it back from nowhere. And it's a beautiful finish. Wyndham Suns rather by 9 points.
We want the sunshine.
7-3-45 to 5-6-36 out of nothing. And the class starts to show.
Pep, I was right behind that, and there was no doubt about that one. It went right over the goal umpire's cap, so nothing to debate there. That was a beautiful kick.
Tell you what, Luke Wall, his last 2 possessions, his 2 quick hands have set up 2 goals for the Suns. I hope the coaching staff have noted that, because he's really good in close. Just watching out the back of this stoppage there.
Yeah, he's had a big afternoon, so the biggest lead on the margin for Wyndham is 9 points. Now they look to go forwards. The handball over the top goes over, looking for Tumulty, gathers on his left foot, kicks side 50. It's a beautiful kick. And it's lace out, and it has hit his teammate on the chest. I think that's Conti out there in the left forward pocket.
Foster.
You've got to do something in the middle of the ground here, the Sharks. It's total domination this quarter, the centre clearances. Kicks this will be the biggest lead
of the match. Yeah, the biggest lead so far the afternoon was 13 points. So the kick's on its way. That's a beauty. It's another goal.
No, it's a point.
No, it's a point. Hit the post. Sorry, you excited?
That was
for the players.
Foster.
Foster, thanks, Pepe.
So, they're not resting on their laurels here. Point Cook Centrals, they're still attacking the contest. They work it out of defence quickly. Tried to work the corridor, but it's going back again. Corrigan works it down the line for Schultz.
Still got the overlap if he wants to use it. No.
He puts it into the middle. That's a really poor decision. It was a 3-on-1. They still might come up with it, though, the Sharks. That was an excellent play there from Abaye. He didn't win the footy in the end, though. Knocks forward to the play there for Galena. Hand pass off Foster. He missed the last one. Kicks to the teeth of goal. Nerelik's there. He gathers. He hand passes forward to the play. It's another one. Busted will go. He hits the post. I'm not sure how he could miss from there, but he created quite an acute angle from where he had the shot in the end. And a minor score, but they're peppering at the moment. The Suns, they look under the pump. Henderson marks it centre half back. Lays it off to the side for Corrigan. He's got Schultz forward to the play, who just got a bit of separation from Jerkovic, but then he spilt the mark over the line. And they have a bit of hoopla as well about it. It's the Suns by 11 points, 7-5-47 to the Sharks, 5-6-36. We're at the 14th minute of the third term.
Getting a bit of advice from the crowd there, Schultz. He must have cold fingers. I certainly have, and they went straight through it.
Yeah, that had been a cream pie. He's got cream all over his face.
So toss back in on centre wing. Ball just bouncing around. There's a quick kick out of the pack.
That's not
don't know who buy up. I said play on anyway. Doesn't matter. Tumulty gets it. Centering balls. Nice one. Vella gets it. Kicks star half forward looking for a mark. Kirk used his body.
No.
Oh, free kick. Used it illegally. So free kick will go right half back for Point Cook. Then they find Henderson. Looks like he may have gone on the ball. He went the short kick, wasn't great, went to Barnes. Barnes still trying to follow it up, fumbled it, left it behind. Now possession ends up with Kirk for Wyndham Suns. Handball inside 50. Galena runs to 20. It kicks another. The floodgates are opening for the Wyndham Suns. They kicked the last 3. The margin out to a game high, 17 points now. 8-5, 53. Point Cook Central's 5-6, 36, 15 minutes gone, third quarter.
Yeah, what a great start to this quarter. From the Suns, just their work rate, their willingness to get numbers over, but it's all in the middle of the ground here. Willow and Tumulty, he's done a really good job. He's just got off the chain a bit this last 4 or 5 minutes. He's that kick then back into the corridor was the one that set that goal up.
It's a great amazing turnaround, isn't it?
Yeah, incredible. But on the other hand, the Sharks, they're still pulling the pin on those 45 kicks back into the corridor.
Yeah, like you're going to do them, though. They can't loop in the air and be against a 3-on-1. If you're going to try to pull those kicks off, they've got to be precise, and you've got to really commit to them, and they've got to travel quickly to their intended target, or the opposition's going to close on them. Back in the middle, 17 points to lead to the Suns. Secondary bounce.
First time this quarter, Yep, a secondary bounce, otherwise they've lost every one so far.
So we go again. Ryan fists it forward, coming off the square. There was Butler, works his teammate out of it, then loses it in the middle. The Sharks can go forward, kick up towards half forward. Barnes, well placed, gets over the back, tries to get away from Kirk, left it behind. Kirk paddles it forward to the play for his teammates. They work it via hand. Here again, there was Lear, back towards Kirk, through his legs. Lear can have another play, put his head over the ball. Good pressure from Colbert. Holds it up at left half forward for the Sharks. There'll be a stoppage. Wyndham Suns 8-5-53, Point Cook Centrals 5-6-36. It's our match of the day on 88.9 Win FM. First versus second. Winner to take top spot. Clearance comes the way of the Sharks. Socket off the ground inside 50 by Henderson. Didn't get a clear boot on it. Pushed off the footy. And again they win this one out of defence, the Suns. It was a wobbly ball out in the direction of Jerkovic and he couldn't keep it in. Rather Butler.
Yeah, their work rate at the moment, the Suns is...
There's a bit of push and shove.
Way on top of the Sharks there.
Inside 50, they just got to throw it up and get on with it. Well done there by Main, worked his way to the front, wins it down, but the Suns still come up with it. Foster back to Ryan, who kept his spot. Kicks up towards the wing, smothered there with the bootlaces by Sagona. It comes out to Calero, back to Sagona, kicks up towards half forward. They're well placed. They work it in a chain of hand passes. Smith has the footy, kicks inside the 50, missed his intensive target. It's going to be a free kick though. They pay advantage. No, not this time.
Well, he was into an open goal too.
Yeah, they certainly were.
Razlog.
So it's going to be
silly free kick then.
Yeah, well,
Williams didn't have to do that.
Well, he never really had a play at the ball there, Clayton. And now he's going to have a set shot from the right forward pocket. Needs to convert.
Yep.
Absolute necessity.
Just to steady the nerves of his teammates and also the supporters there.
He's kicked one goal today. He came into the side. He sets it on its way. It's not going to have the distance on the line. What's going on there? It is rushed through in the end. Off hands. A minor score. 16 points the difference. 18 and a half minutes played. And they don't waste any time coming out of defence, the Suns. Down the wing. They're going to have to fly. Kirk did. Affected the contest. Kept it out of the hands of Stanjo. They pile in from all angles. Ball up.
So ball up. Left half forward for the Sharks, but that's the clearance has gone away. Foster is in some space. Runs his 15, kicks the long ball to half forward. Ball spills out the back. Iconey pushed his opponent under it. He paddles the ball towards the boundary line. He's looking for a free kick and we'll get a throw in 50 out from the Suns goal. The ball movement from half back was just quick. There, Foster's having a big game this afternoon.
Isn't it good, Willow, to see a side not do a stereotype and rotate their on balls on and off the ground? The Suns are rotating their on balls in the forward pocket, so they're also dangerous. Here they are again.
Yeah, so from the restart, Busuttle came and tried to use his body, but the clearance goes the way of Point Cook. Now the handball, they're mucking around with a bit of dangerous spot for them. Defence under pressure. Tumulty comes in, lays some more pressure. Ball rolls out of bounds, throwing 40 round from the Suns goal.
So Galena and Inakona are swapping in the forward pocket, so they've got their two best players are on balls forwards on the ground 100% of the time.
So from the restart, Nerilic in front, there's a ruck, got the clearance as well. Kicked the high ball to half to the top of the goal square. Ball still loose now. Trying to figure out there's Duplessis can't. Busuttle come in, picked it up beautifully with the one hand.
Oh, good tap.
Gave it to Kirk, tapped it back to Melty on the left boot, kicks a beauty. What a team goal that was by the Suns. Started with Busuttle, then the beautiful tap there by Reece Kirk. Got it to Tumulty and he kicks his first of the afternoon. And the margin, a dangerous 24 points now in favour of Wyndham Suns. They are 9-5-59 to Point Cook Central's 5-7-37. We've played nearly 21 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, good call, Willow. Kirk, he knew he was going to get tackled, so he just gave it the deft tap to Tumulty, who's had a sensational third quarter, and got on the end of a good goal for himself to reward his efforts at the moment. He's been outstanding today, especially in this third quarter.
So we're into time on in the third quarter. 21 gone, 22 points the lead to the Suns. They've overturned a 3-point half-time deficit to take the lead. Tumulty, the goal kicker, he's underneath the pack. He's claimed in the tackle. It'll be a ball up. 9-5 plays 5-7.
Yeah, the Sharks need some of their leaders to stand up now.
Yeah, they've got lots to do. They win the tap out of the middle and the clearance. It was well done there by Colbert. Cooks a high kick up towards half forward. Underneath it there was Smith. Did well. Wants to move it quickly. Spearing ball was poor. He just didn't put enough elevation on it for Henderson. Needed to put it a little laterally as well. It was marked in defence. And now a high ball out of defence. And it's marked by Valor. Close to the boundary line. At right half back for the Suns. Delivers nicely for Galena, who pushed hard to work into space and take the mark.
Got Kirk down the line if he wants him.
Short back to Valor. And then again inboard. Gee, this bloke looks like Charlie Curnow.
Yeah, that's,
good
that's
Charlie.
Tumulty, mate.
Tumulty.
Tumulty
He's
Curnow.
playing like him at the moment.
Yeah, he really is. So Valor is back
What are they doing? Winding the clock.
to Galena.
22.5.
It might be a bit early to be doing this, boys.
It's a horrible turnover. Here we go. Henderson gets in the way and then might have given away the free kick in the end. No, the umpire waves play on, but they get out of trouble. Back to where they started. Valor.
The coach and stuff. They'll kick and drink.
Not happy with that one.
They've stuffed around. They've got
Now Foster leads up and takes a strong mark. Delivers inboard for Butler. They got to keep moving forward. There's still heaps of time in the quarter. Up towards Nerolic. Camped underneath it. Couldn't take the mark. The bounce favoured Kirk. Comes the way of Nerolic. Gets it onto his boot. Hooks it back to full forward. They're dangerous. Ina Coney lurks. Goes to ground. Jumps on the footy. Tries to extricate it. And it will be a ball up. You're never sure with that umpire what he's going to do with those arm movements.
He's got a good,
Very extravagant.
got a good wiggle on him.
Ball up at full forward. Nerolic fists it into space. A chance for Tumulty to work into the play. Instead, they can get it out, these Sharks. Studley down the wing for Pullen. Up towards Smith at right half forward. Well done by Jerkovic to apply the pressure, but then he's given away a free kick. No, he's won a free kick.
Yeah, did. Yeah, holding. That's right.
Oh, here they go again. Willow.
Here we go. Oh.
Dangerous little ball.
Go back.
Kaylee takes the mark, takes a bounce with Henderson in close vicinity and wobbles a kick out to the wing, who takes the mark on the outer side.
So Ryan's got it, kicks a high ball and a half forward. No mucking around this time, just get it long and deep inside your 50. Falls at the ground, Kirk's there, Paul spills out the back there, it's picked up there by Conti. Left foot high, inside 50. Tumulty almost went to Charlie Curnow, couldn't bring it down, but he butters up now on the right boot, snaps towards goal! Kicked it! Paul Tumulty with back-to-back goals. And that is 5 in a row to Wyndham Suns, and they've blown this out to 28 points, 10-5, 65.
Hold on, Willow. What's a goal?
Just stuffing his spew like that. Wyndham Suns, 10-5, 65. Point Central 5, 7-37. That's 28 points in margin, 24.5 gone to the third quarter.
I tell you
That's
what.
all right, Willow, I like this.
Jeez, he's done well for a big fella there. He created that contest and then he recovered quicker and whacked it on his non-preferred, the right. I don't know who's been accountable for him this quarter. That's one of the things the coaching staff of the Sharks, I'd say, would be asking. Who has put their hand up to run beside number 12 for the Suns this quarter?
6 goals to 1 in the third term. They've blown it out to 28 points and they might be able to slingshot from half-back. Taylor wins the footy, breaks a couple of tackles, works the 1-2, it comes out to Conti, bursting through the centre square, kicks to Neroli, goes back with the flight, spills goal side. They've got numbers there, the Sharks, they should be able to mop up. They look a little nervous though. That should be a downfield free, and it's paid correctly. Are they going to waive the advantage? They are. No, they're going to bring it back. Gee, they pay the advantage when it's not there, and then they don't pay it when it's there. So Pullen has to come all the way back.
Choppy.
He gives the hand pass down the line, and then the next ball in the chain for Edwards, who marks on the outer side.
They've broken down badly this quarter. The Sharks across this half-forward line now. The Suns have got numbers back.
Short pass. He's got Schultz, the young man. That's a poor ball, but Henderson made it work okay. He was caught by Iannacone, who put in some extra effort to bring him down, and then the umpire will just ball it up. So it's camped on centre wing. 26 gone in the third. 10-5 plays 5-7. It's the Suns by 28 on 88.9 Win FM. If you're at the ground, parked around the edge of the oval, tune into 90.1 for the undelayed broadcast. Pepe Cavalieri and Andrew Wilson calling the action, with Gary Turner and Cade Lucas special comments and boundary. And now Schultz might have been caught high. It was called a free kick on centre wing, and Ryan's been slow to get up from that last ruck contest. Whether he's got a bit of cramp or if he's seriously hurt himself, he's taking some time to get to his feet. Meanwhile, a push in the back is paid, and Pullen can break free through the middle. He gives it to Luke Henderson. He can pump the Sharks inside 50. It was a bit of a nothing kick, and it was told so by Clayton at full forward, and it was easily extricated by Lear. He works it out the far side. It was nutmegged there by Foster. Good shepherd there from Stan Joe. Kick inside 50 for the Sharks. They're going to leap from the back. Falls to the front. Here's an opportunity for Lear. Again, rather, Edwards. Half past 4 to the play. Here they go. The shot from the pocket. It has to go in. It's out on the full. It was Smith. Well, if he put that in, it at least put them somewhat within touching distance, but it's still 28 points. 10-5, 65 to 5-7, 37.
So the Suns play on from half back. Dangerous kick. They went the switch. They ran it over, but it's been punched out of bounds there by Barnes for the Sharks. We're going to throw in on the 50. Left half forward. So Sharks in their attacking half, but they trail by a game-high 28 points. Umpire throws it back in to get play back underway there. Well done by Maine. Spinning out of trouble.